Okay. Supreme Rising. I am your host, Empress Sade Elbey with the Morse News Network. And I am so excited today to be back with you guys with some amazing new information that has been brewing in the background scenes for a long, long time. However, we have a special guest today that is going to share this information that has been put together not only to help us to unite, but also to help us become more organized in a self-governing way. I'm now going to pass the mic to our special guest that's going to share this new information and has been the man with the plan for a very long time because I know I have been speaking to him for the last few years about this. So this is really special. This is really special. And I'm just so happy that he's here today to help us. And he has his partner that has also been helping behind the scenes. Um, the special guest, first special guest is named, the appellation is Alfredo Bey, aka Alfro. And then also his partner, Anton L. Okay, Anton L.
Peace, peace.
Peace,
Thank you for
nobility.
having us.
Okay. Oh, absolutely. I'm so excited. Seriously, like we've been talking about this for a long time, and I know the passion that has been put behind this project. Like I think probably since 2021 we've been talking about this, and it's 2026. So I know that it's been a lot of work, a lot of legwork, a lot of sweat, a lot of blood, and a lot of tears that's been put behind this
Oh,
project. So I'm just excited to present it to our Moors News Network, our community, our family, to bring this to the nation and the people because we do need to be more organized and have those structures in place. Right now, I'm going to share the mic and pass it over to Alfredo Bay so you can now share with the family what the information that you want to bring today. Okay. Thank you so much.
All
Peace,
right.
nobility.
thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for that introduction, Ms. Sade, and thank you, Empress, for your time and efforts. You've been doing a lot of stuff in the background as well, and I'm looking forward to uniting and sharing. Um, Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time to ignite with us as we will be igniting and exploding from here on out. What myself and my brother Anton here has done, and you'll have to pardon me. I got my twin boys with me. Got to hold them down. They love their attention. Um, so what me and my brother Anton have been doing in the background is addressing a lot of the issues that we have been seeing as Moors. We've been seeing a lot of different organizations rise and fall. We've been seeing a lot of successes for sure, but we've been seeing a lot of trial and error throughout the years, throughout this movement. And so we have not only learned from the mistakes of past organizations and folks, honest to those who've come before us and have gone through the trials for us to get here, but we've also addressed this thing and looked at it from the practical, I guess, the more direct and practical way of looking at it. And we're looking at the way that the governments and the system works, not just here on this continent, but around the world. And so we have set up and structured things in the background, the framework, so to speak, to further assist all of us who have been struggling through the processes and through the movement itself. A lot of us have come to a place where we've fought to stand on our liberties, and what we have done is set things up so that we can further enforce those liberties that you have all been doing so diligent, being so diligent and doing so well at standing on. We now have the ability to make things a little easier and get a lot more reciprocity moving forward. So I'll try to keep this quick. What I'll do is show you all the intro, or I guess give you guys a little breakdown and intro to what we are, what we're doing, and what we're looking for. And so just to get us on the ball rolling. And forgive me for any stumbling again, and forgive me for any distractions here. But we will do another broadcast at a later time to go in further details. And if anyone has any questions from here and today, you will have connections to our channels at the end of this. So feel free to reach out to, for further communications and conversations about this. So who we are the Jeep Iroquois tribe. We are operating as a perpetual and cooperative union with the United States. We are not just a historical footnote. We are a current and future partner in governance, dedicated to mutual growth. We operate under a federally recognized state-registered government, a stable, structured framework that allows us to build and grow with confidence. We are committed to providing a complete self-determination for our people, the ability to guide our own destiny, protect our families, and manage our own resources. And what we're saying here is basically we have made all the connections, we've gotten all the background numbers, we've gotten all the filings done to solidify our government in the proper form, not just in the execution, but also in the background work as well, in the recognizable numbers and things as well. So this offers us a little bit more movement when it comes to the operations that we've been enforcing. So what we offer, what does this commitment of self-governance look like in practice? It means building institutions designed to serve you first. Spiritual sanctuary, we have the Holy Tabernacle, which provides a haven for faith, offering religious protections and guaranteed exemptions to all of our citizens, ensuring freedom and conscious worship. Freedom of conscious worship, pardon me. Then we have our Indigenous Protective Services. This is dedicated to our social service system. So this will be comparable to child protective services or social services that the United States have. This will be our version, and this will help with the welfare and the economic stability of families, mothers, children. Same attitude as any other social services, but this is under our governments now. This is under our arm, under our vine and fig tree. We have our Alhambra Armed Services, which will be the protective services, private protective services or private security under our arm as well. So this will act as our police. The idea is to institute this service in areas to protect our people versus via it be an area, a territory, or specific individuals themselves, whether it be their businesses or their homes. We want to be able to have our own private security system so we can call our own people instead of theirs, so to speak. Then we have our own justice system. We have a court. This is very important for a lot of us who have been putting in the work with the paperwork, and we haven't been getting far when it comes to their courts. We've been operating, trying to, push procedures and administrative procedures through their courts. However, the functioning and format that everyone else has around the world is that they have every government, every nation, every people has their own courts. And if they have a grievance with a national from another country, you don't go and file your grievance in their courts. You file it in yours. Your courts communicates with their courts. So that's what we have. I'm on the phone. Go back upstairs, please. So that's what we have. We have the ability to do the administrative processes that you guys have been wanting to follow through on with these other courts. We now have our own courts that will communicate with their courts on the same level that they're on. So this gives us the leg up when it comes to fulfilling those things. All right. And so this gives us the opportunity to build. We have our official statehood. We have our independence. We have economic control. We have lasting protection. We have all these things set in place. We have a system set up through Bey and Associates, which will be our law firm and our, I guess it would be the platform to not combat, so to speak, to, what's the word I'm looking for? It would be the answer to their legal system, the equal and opposite hand to their legal structure as it is. We also have the ability to create our own economy. This gives us the opportunity to get everyone who has a business under our own vine and fig tree. And so we can then create our own economy, which means use our own versions of monies, use our own system for trade and finance. So what we're looking for really is everyone who has already been putting in the work to develop their civil liberties to join with us to not just benefit from what we're doing, but to benefit from all the work that you have already done. We can finalize and complete a lot of the loops that you guys have been jumping through so that we can all together, get on one accord and be able to stand together and stand and protect one another through administration processes, through court orders, and through finance. Okay, so this offers leadership opportunities. This offers protection for citizens or members, as we really would like to call it. So right now we're looking for leadership positions, other officers to join with us. This gives you key leadership and administrative roles from judges to department heads. This is a chance to lead and shape a government from the ground up. Partners in prosperity and contributions. We are looking for businesses and partners who will support our foundation's development through patronage and investment, help us build the infrastructure for true self-governments. Now, patronage and investments means you can come to us and use our services. Just by you coming and using our services, you help us develop. And your investments means you coming in and taking, some positions of office and fulfilling some roles and also just, processing your paperwork through our courts and through our offices so that we can get you the conclusions that you've been seeking. Okay. And every act that we do is going to be able to benefit the whole system. So we need all of you, any and all of you who are, doing what you do out there. And so with this, we invest in our future, which is the financial benefit. Empowering your finances through our brokerage services. We provide members with the resources and management to grow personal wealth. We offer professional management of investment accounts, including stocks, bonds, various growth strategies, turning membership into financial opportunities. We help you plan for a future of financial independence. So as the United States system, the way that it's set up in the form of taking and robbing your estate to the benefit of the pillagers. What we've done is create a similar system where there isn't a robbing of the estate, but rather an assistance in your facilitation. So every person within our within membership of our organization will have their own financial accounts. They will have share in specific industries. They'll have shares in the organization itself. So this allows for everyone to have a financial backing and structure, not leaving anyone behind. As soon as someone is someone reaches a mental capacity to manage their affairs, they're immediately awarded the opportunity to do so. And this helps to build our economy within ourselves. This helps to make sure that every member becomes a creditor and acts and lives in that format. A lot of us have been trying to enforce those creditor contracts. Well, we can now put you into that position, not just paperwork wise, but language wise, mentality wise. We can get you there. we can complete the process you've been looking for, or help you to complete the process you've been looking for. So this is not just a proposal, it's a foundation of a self-governing community you can call your own. We offer protection, opportunity, justice, spiritual freedom, and financial growth, all within a formally recognized framework. Don't just witness history, make it. Join us today and claim your citizenship, secure your family's future, and establish a legacy of self-determination. Now, we have different terminologies when it comes to our members. We like to say members and not citizens. So this was written a while ago, but just to give you the general idea of what we are capable of and what we're asking of, you have the right to self-determination and self-governance. However, most of us are doing these things not tied to an actual government. Therefore, you don't have actual laws to protect you in the legal system. And this is why they have been getting away with denying us of our processes. Hey, I'm busy. They have been denying us the right of way through these processes because we have not been processing these things through an official government and through the official backing, and basically the language that they speak. We haven't been using the proper codes to back that up. So we've now put that in place so that you can now do that. All your processes and all your finances can now go through an official system that legitimizes everything that you've been doing and gives weight to all of your documents. And we can now put it all on record as a nation and not as a bunch of individuals. We can now have this done as a nation. And that doesn't mean you have to join our tribe specifically. Our tribe is mainly just a facilitator to helping you establish or develop the things that you want. But as we grow, as we go, we will get back to having our 300 plus nations, however, all governed under one unified body politic and one unified body as a whole. So that's it. If there's any questions that pops up, as I said, please feel free to reach out to us. Anton, is there anything that you wanted to add?
Well, something before we go there, because there is more, and I definitely have questions, and I would like to speak to the brother Anton as well. But we did use up the timing for this particular video, and it's gonna cut off in the matter of a couple of seconds. And I don't
Okay.
want it to cut off while we're
So
talking.
we'll come back to part two. We'll
Yeah,
see.
I want to do a part two. I don't know if you brothers are able to do the part two right now, because if so, I'll stop
Sure.
it and we'll jump straight into a part two. And then
Part
I would
two.
like to go over and speak to Anton as well.
Sounds good.
Affirmative.
We'll
You
see you
guys
on
can,
part
okay,
two.
absolutely. So, everybody, stay tuned for part two. This was more of just the introduction of everything. I'm going to ask some questions that I'm sure some people may have that by listening, I know I have. And then also, I want to speak to the brother Anton so he can share more information first before we get into any of the Q&A, and then they can share any information that they have on how to communicate with them. So I want them to get into that. Okay, so everybody stay tuned. Peace, everybody. We'll be right back.
Love and wisdom, oneness.
Love